Shut up, dog. I'm doing an unboxing. Anyway, some shit. Anyway, first thing, anyway. My phone doesn't have a headphone jack, and everyone's like, haha, you're an audiophile, you don't have a headphone jack in your phone. And I'm like, well, MPAL Bluetooth adapters exist. And I'm gonna keep one of those in my car in case I needed, you know, just a headphone jack. It's a separate box. It's inconvenient. It's inconvenient. So, 1, 2, 3 Motorola headphone adapters. I don't know what they cost me, $5 a piece, $6 a piece. Phone's not that new, the Moto Z2 Force, that it's like, oh, you know, I'm $80 for the adapter, so no. And when you say, oh, but you can't charge and use it, yes I can, look, right there, because the battery pack has its own USB-C, and I can plug it in there, and in here, and for you. Okay, anyway, oh, by the way, if you want to, came with a card that says, this, visit overnightphone.com and enter your promo code thank you for $10 off of your next order. So I'm not going to use that. So go to overnightphone.com and take my $10. Obviously one of you is getting that. Pads we leave. This we leave. This came from Antlion Audio. And they put an email out and like, hey, we're going to send you all the things, blah, 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 blah. And it's an XLR power converter. I'm like, eh? I'm like, eh? So apparently, this is now an option. Garbage. So it's just a full XLR 48 volt to 3 to 5 volt. So it's basically you plug your mod mic into this. So now I could use an interface with the mod mic. And now there's another wireless mod mic coming out, which interests me because of the live stream, because that's where I use my mod mic. I use it on the GoPro Hero 5 because the mic on that is shit. And then I plug that into an adapter on the camera, and then the camera hears the add-on mic, and then it sends it through HDMI to my HDMI receiver. It's a long story. So this is interesting. I don't know, does these even exist? I don't know if they exist before this one. I mean, there's nothing in it. It weighs, you know, there's a couple probably capacitors or resistors in there. But I've never seen one. Do I need this anymore? Hold on. Negative. Negative, Charlie. Negative. This was sent to me by a user, and honestly don't remember what's in it. But we're going to open it up right now. Hopefully he didn't include a picture of himself naked, bent over, at a mall, specifically in front of Santa. It would have to be an old picture. It's the end of May. The end of May. Time flies when you're getting old and dying. Oh, the Tacton. The Tacton Kannons. Let's keep this box. That is one of the banes of my existence. So these are the Tacton, T-A-C-T-I-O-N, Kannons. That needs to be buffed and polished so I could look its. Gotta look its best. It's on an unboxing. God damn it. Oh, and these are not cheap. What do these cost? I think 400, 500 lots. These cost lots, and they don't look like they should cost lots, but apparently they use Tacton technology. Wow, that fucking core. What is that? This just went from eh to fuck. What is this? So here's USB. So it's powered. 3.5mm. What is this even made of? Wow, oh, that feels like I'm gonna break it. Whoa. Oh god, lights. There don't be lights happening. Well, that is the worst feeling thing. Ooh, it's 3D printed. This is all 3D printed. That's why it's like this. Is it? Alright, we're gonna have to take these out and take a look. Because it comes with, here's your microphone. They look like M40Xs. I think the user has changed the pads. I think those are the stocks. These all 3D printed things. It looks 3D printed, but it's in a weird, like I wouldn't use a 3D printed item to, that would just snap. It is crushing the shit out of that wire though. Are they modifying Like, I'm confused because I researched these zero. I looked at them. I looked at the price. I saw a couple people say some stuff. I'm like, all right. So here's your microphone here. That's for that. It says Canon 0001. This is the first set, and then it says 0136. What does that even mean? Is this the first one ever, and then they had 135 failures before the next one was good? 134 failures. Anyway, this is an attached cable, a very thick attached cable, attached to whatever the fuck this thing is, which apparently is battery powered because there's lights on it. So that's battery. That's to charge it. Why is it protected? It's such a pain in the dick. And we have some knobs here that I could definitely just keep going, and you ruined it. Oh. Alright, I have no earthly concept of what we're looking at here, but it will be an interesting review. I mean, this other than that, this is just like standard, pretty normal. This isn't the thickest padding. These are these HM5s? It might be the sheepskins. This feels like effort and understanding. Ugh. Okay, Cannon technology. Technology? Get it? Technology. Now that's something they should have patented. Alright, so you'll sit over here. And actually, you know what? No, you'll sit over here. The IQ buds. This is the first full unboxing I've had in a while. I've been saving up. I'm not even unboxing the mica subwoofers in this one, because if I unbox the mica subwoofers, guess what I have? A mica subwoofers and boxes of mica subwoofers. So right now we're not doing that. Dude, this guy's creeping me the fuck out. Why are you creeping me, bro? Well, she's cute. He's douche. She's that's a dude with a wig on. You know. Anyway, I get contacted by a lot of places like, we have wireless earbuds, we have wireless earbuds, we have wireless earbuds, and I finally went to one because Pasta's like, I really need wireless earbuds, and I'm like, fine. These are $300. I'm like, what? So at that sort of price point, I'm interested to know what can be done, because I've listened to a couple of the cheapos, and the cheapos are like, what's the word I'm looking for? Cheap. They sound cheap. They just sound like you have a $30 set of wireless earbuds. They sound like a $20 set of earbuds that you put a $10 sender on it. So it's like, but if you're throwing $300 at me, or a $300 price tag at something that makes this douche look like this, high fidelity audio, oh, that's speech amplification. I wonder what that means. Augmented hearing. We've got apps we have to install. This should be the case that charges it. Yes, this is the charging case. So this case itself that holds those, you charge the case. The case is a battery. You put the little buds in there. They're not so big. I mean, they're big. That tip is way minuscule. But you drop this SoB in here, and then this will charge your little tips while you're out and about, or oot and a boot. And then, I mean, the fact that there's no wire connecting them is what makes me interested. Because all the ones I've reviewed previously, or at least looked at. Interesting. I mean, there's nothing else to look at with those. Let's see what else came in the box. So Pasta would probably get these if she's like, alright, unless she gets Apple iPods, which have like a 7,000 foot range. But I mean, these have to be good. Are they going to be good? They don't have to be good. They could be crap. Quick start guide. Holy shit. So, wow, that's as big as it gets, and these are all oval. Oh, wait, what? N-U-H-E-A-R-A, Nihira? Nihira. So here's all my different tips. Standard USB connection, irrelevant. That it? Okay. Let's flip through this. How many languages? Please be 77 languages. Alright, it is. Thank you. Every one of those lines is a language. Every one of those lines is a language. That means I probably need the first one. Ear tips, cord, charging case. Because how do you... I mean, I didn't even see, like, buttons. How make button go? It's going to be very strange. Very strange. And Tell me. Let me see how this actually turns on. Okay. Step 1. Put the thing, gold contacts. Connect the pin. They're gold, at least. They are gold. 2.5 hours. Fully charged. IQ bud project in progress. So nothing's happening because I haven't charged the unit. 2550. I showed you. This case is very interesting. How do I make it actually connect? Alright. Press and hold tap touch sensor for 5 seconds. You'll hear pairing. On what? The whole thing? Both of them? I mean, there's 2 of them. They're separate. They're not connected. This is gonna... Oh, they both have tap touch sensors. Tips Bluetooth signal. Yeah, you see this? Like, this whole, like, distance shit? I hate that. Like, it should just... It's Bluetooth. It should work for 30 feet. I'm gonna keep all this stuff together. And then charge this. Man, after these unboxings, it's a goddamn nightmare. Look at him, he's in the box staring at me. Fuck you, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, pal. I'm not your pal, friend. I'm not your friend, buddy. Alright, JBL makes volume controls. And they make the nano and the not nano. And the boxes came and I'm like, that's a huge motherfucking difference. Now this one's obvious why I bought this one. It's in my cart and I'm just like, you know what, Patreon money, thank you for supporting me, guys. Keeping me honest. And buried in shit to review. Okay. Like these will probably, unless one of these is fan-fucking-tastic. Again, yard sales. Beginning of the month, 1st to the 10th. If you're watching this video and it's the beginning of the month, check out my Patreon. Or check out the YouTube video that describes what I'm selling. What do we got? Fuck. We've got a full just diagram of what's going on with volume attenuation and I need more JBL stuff in my life, alright? I'm yearning. This is not that tiny. I thought it would be smaller from the box. Like, it was edge to edge of the box. It didn't even have, like, packing material around it. We are looking at a metal box. Wow, that's pretty. It's smooth. It's got an indicator. It's got 3 little things. Infinity to 0 decibels. With a mute button. A very, very tactile mute button. And on the back we have got inputs and outputs in 3.5mm. So you can just go boom boom. Or input in 1/4 inch or XLR. And then output in 1/4 inch. Which you can buy adapters. Which, if you want me to link, I'll link in the description. That will let you use this as RCA in and out. So you can get RCA adapters for this and this, or you can use 3.5mm, or you can use 1/4 inch or both, or you can use XLR. Then, so yeah, this is good for specific, like JBL 305Ps. I want to control the volume. How do I do that, Zeos? You plug shit into this here, and you plug out to here, and you go 1/4 to 1/4 patch cables to your JBLs, and your volume goes up. You listen to music, louder music, stop, mute. Shut up, ma. Shut up, ma. I'll get a job when I feel like it. Had those arguments, but okay, cool. Yeah. Do I need this box? Less box. Besides, if I'm selling this on the yard sale, you'll just get this. It makes my brain. We're here for my sanity. So anyway, they had that one. That one was relatively cheap. Honestly, I don't remember the price. Under 50. And they had this one. It's like it's Big Brother, and I'm like, oh, this is Big Brother. It's very Big Brother. Fucking huge brother. Like, holy shit, brother. Harlem Globetrotters level brother over here. And the reason I bought this one, and I'll leave the owner's manual. I have to get to 2 more boxes here. Don't lose. No lose. Is because this one does lots of shit. Like lots of like things, and oh my god, and ventilation and heat and power sources and what is going on. And let's look at the actual unit, because it's gonna get boring. Are those rack mount ears? They are rack mount ears. So this comes with rack mount ears, and it comes with the feet for the bottom in case you want that instead of rack mount ears. So you got to choose the form of the destructor. Power supply. Power supply. I'm hoping it's 12 volt, at least 1.2 amps. Power adapter. Power adapter. Pick your country, goddammit. Power adapter. Because the problem with companies like JBL is they have to sell all over the world, so they have to give you everything. So I get this as a transformer, and it is 12 volt, half an amp. 12 volt, half an amp can work. It's better than 5 volt, half an amp. So I got all those. Let's take out the actual unit. Now that's what I call a hefty. That's a spicy meatball. What on earth are you? Jesus, you are just a box with knobs, ain't you? How the fuck are you supposed to even rack mount this? It's not even the correct width for a rack mount. When it comes to these huge, these are huge. Oh, they go this way. It's to rack mount that way. I thought it was to do just ears. No, so that's ridiculous. Anyway, the M Patch 2 has, and I know this is, I'm trying to hone back on jerking off a little bit, but this has 3 volume knobs. You've got auxiliary volume, you've got stereo volume, and then you've got volume down here, which I think is just for the headphone. Holy... Wow. Those springs are 3 times heavier than they need to be. It's nice and smooth. Oh, smoothness. That smooth, bruh. Anyway, what do we got? Auxiliary volume, speaker, stereo volume, mono stereo switch, mute button, which is crazy hard to push. Output selection, you could do 1, 2, or both. Then input selection, whether you want to have it stereo input or auxiliary input. Back that shit up. Here's your power. So now you have, these are outputs and these are inputs. So you got 3.5 in, RCA in, 1/4 inch or XLR in. And this counts as auxiliary, and these count as stereo. So the selection here. And then you've got 2 sets of outputs. So outputs 1 and 2, and that you could do here, or so that means you can put a subwoofer on one if you get the adapters. XLR adapters are relatively cheap, or you can get an XLR powered subwoofer, which is usually a little more expensive. It's just, I don't even understand what's going to make go with this, but it's that on crack. So that's just M Patch 2 crack. And I got to put all this other stuff back in there because I'm probably not putting the legs on it or the flappy paddle feet thingies. So I have a set of V-motors, and someone's like, did you get the XL pads and try them with the XL pads? And everyone's always saying, V-motor pads suck, they're too small, you got to get the XL V-motor pads. So I ordered them, and they're like $20. And this is what showed up. Now, I know quite a bit about headphone pads, like a lot, like a fucking lot. And I can tell you right away that this does not qualify in any sense as XL. It says XL memory, XL, extra large. Fucking large, extra large, extra large. And I got them in gray, because they don't make it gray. And it's like, these are barely not on air. So I'm gonna use them, but let me take you for a walk. We'll go for a walk. We're going for a walk. How's this walk working out? To the archives of pads. So here's a standard, actually no, that's like HM5 size. Do I have a set? I don't even have a set, but like here's like the conies, like that's large. That's the hole, maybe the holes, no, sorry. So anyway, I have lots of pads, like lots. Like how many fucking pads does Zeos need? 2 more pair apparently. The first pair being these V-motors, and I'm a little bit disappointed in this. Just a touch, just a teeny bit. Because these are like, fuck, really? So what if you spend 5 times as much as those? What do you get for $100? And these are sought after. These are impossible to get. These are the pads. These are the pads. Like if I had anything in that collection and I had to trade them, it would be for these. I hate the world. Anything else falling out of here? Anything else that I might need? No? Good. These are vegan pads. Odyssey vegan pads for LCDs. And Odyssey doesn't sell you pads anymore because everyone was buying these and putting them on everything, and it makes everything sound better. It makes 1060s sound better. It makes hi-fi mins sound better. It's just, these are the pads. These are everyone's fucking pads, are these pads. And Odyssey, instead of going and running with that, like saying, hey, we have the best pads too, we want to buy those, check out our web zone and you'll get a pizza roll. No, what they did, and Odyssey's brilliant, we don't like anyone using our stuff except for us, is you cannot buy these without a serial number for a set of Odyssey headphones. The floor is very creaky today. So this other website, Elusive Disc, I guess that's for CDs you can't find. Someone linked me to it and said, hey, Elusive Disc's got, they're not leather, they're not suede. They smell like a basement, and that's good. But these are apparently the pads. And you look at them and you feel them and you're like, oh yeah. And I think they only come in brown. Oh, as a padaholic, I could tell you right now that these are going to be fucking tits. Nice loose here. You got your thick stitched thing. $100, by the way. I paid $100, not because I needed them at this moment, because everyone says I need them. You don't have vegan pads? You didn't put vegan pads on it? DMS is like, DMS is barely afford ramen. He's like, you don't have vegan pads? And I'm like, oh, I don't think I need them. And like, no, you need them. So look at all the beautiful 3M double stick they give you. Of course, that's how you attach them to LCDs, which I'm not doing that. And I will try these on my M1060s, and I'll try them on my, well, everything. I didn't get them to put them in my drawer. I got these to try, and if I find something they work really fucking fantastic on, yeah, hello, Vimoto, this is what I should get when I get an XL pad. Not memory foam, but that's leather. All right, final thing. This is the model 12,020 Super Slab. Packed 1. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a cooking show. It originated on this channel that you're watching these unboxings. And every once in a while, I'll do an upgrade to something. I've extended my cooking platform here. The leaf comes out. My sister got me an Instapot. Greatest thing ever. And then January last year, 2017, I spent some money and I got my crazy nice knife. Because I was cutting Kobe, and I'm like, I'm not cutting Kobe with a shitty knife, so I spent like almost $300 in this. This is my pride and joy. Stay away from it, I'll stab you with my Damascus steel knife. It's fucking gorgeous. Now, when I moved out here, and I keep it there so I don't have to keep it on the scratchy thing. When I moved out here, my brother, or my cousin, one of those two, either brother or cousin, gifted me this. And this is my booze block. Booze block. And a booze block is nice. And you can see it gets it's used. And I really should put the oil on it to do that. But I do that trick of splashing water all over it, getting it nice and moist, and then cutting beef and everything on it so nothing absorbs. So it really does stay nice and clean. The only problem with that booze block is it's starting to warp. And you can plane it down. Or I could just, coat the back. But it's time. It's time for Zeos to grow up as a human. And sometimes that means getting a real job and a woman and moving away and starting a family, or much more practically, I might add, buying a real cutting board. And by real cutting board, I mean something like this. Holy fuck! This is USA made, by the way. Gently. It's a cutting board. I should be able to run a knife on it, right? I want you to really experience the flavor, the flavors that are. This is flavor country. Right? Fuck you, Marlboro Man. This is an end grain cutting board that's been in my Amazon shopping cart for months. And it finally dropped to a price where it was like $160. And I'm like, I'm not spending $160. And it dropped to $130. And is there a top that looks better? I don't know what it dropped to, $119. And I went, you know what? I'm gonna murder things on you, baby. See, here's the thing. The booze is very nice. The wood is stood up this way, and you get the long ends, and you cut on this. But this part of the wood, the actual, that's the strongest. That's what can take the most abuse. That's when you go to a real butcher shop, you get it like, there's like oils and stuff. Now this thing weighs about as much as my actual fucking oven. Oh, I can feel it. Now I'm gonna have to get in there and really get at this, but oh my god, get my knife out. I'm sorry, did I orgasm on camera? You can't. I can't wait to plop a piece of beef down on this and destroy it. The only thing it doesn't have is these nice little retaining grooves to actually catch, you know, juices and stuff. But I mean, it's so big. It's so much bigger than the booze block is. Booze block, if I line it up from where it rolls off, fuck it, edge to edge. You know, I have like that much more cutting space. So I'm probably still going to use the booze. I'm not getting rid of the booze. But this is going to have to go where? Usually you would just leave it out. Like if you had a kitchen, like my uncle's kitchen, he had a bigger one than this. But that's where it was. That was his countertop. And he would just wipe it off and he'd chop things on it and clean it and he'd use it as a countertop. So this is going to be more interesting for me since I live in a shoebox. It's actually a decent sized shoebox. It's just the kitchen area is, if you draw a line here to there, this is like the size of a closet. And this shouldn't even be here. Then I wouldn't even have that. Then it would just be that 2 bits being my countertop. Fun. But yeah, oh. Sorry. If this doesn't interest you, you get your ass out of the kitchen. I don't want you making me food. 3" by 20 by 20. Cat skill. I'm seriously, this is just me food geeking out. There's very little, there's some things you buy because you need them, and there's some things you buy because you're proud of them. This is one of those proud moments. Anyway, booze, Catskill, tons of headphone. Actually, I want to know how the headphone amp in this is, because then you can control headphones volume and speaker volume and amp, I don't know, volumes, and then the little baby patch and things. And my hands now have wood. They're so fucking oiled. I can't wait. All right, I need to go cook something now. I cooked lamb and I should have waited. Anyway, this is an unboxing. Links in the description. Enjoy your summer.